watch this. It's a really, really, really important one. It's Friday morning, and yesterday, for most people in the UK, you heard the news, right? Everyone's been hearing about it, but now it's official that the interest rates have gone up again. And other than it affecting, other than it affecting the banks and everyone else, there is a direct implication on everyone's family and personal finances. Meaning, if you're renting a house, it's going to be very likely someone's going to be telling you he wants more rent. Is it because he's bad? No, because he or she has to pay more on their mortgage. Therefore, they need to get their shortfall from somewhere. And that shortfall is going to come from you. Someone else is going to say, well, I used to sell this food for this price, but now that it costs me more to produce this food or get it here, I have to hike my price. So when you go to that shop, you're going to have to pay more. If you've borrowed money on a loan or a credit card, a letter is going to come that says, in line with our policies, we're reviewing things, and in line with the Bank of England, we're increasing our rates by, meaning you're going to have to pay more. And even on your telephone bills, everything's just going to go up. So the challenge there is that for a lot of people, you're going to have less money to spend. And for some people, if your less has been that little, it might just tip over. But hey, what I want to do today is with my buddy and my business partner, Maya Today, we want to just speak about some of these challenges that people might be facing, and importantly, some of the things that can be done to rectify them ASAP. So, Mayo, good morning. You're welcome, and you heard the news. What are your thoughts on this inflation and the problems that is bringing to our people? Our people.
Yeah, good morning, people. Good morning, Sam. When we hang out together like this to just share. Pump share yesterday, 1.75. And just this is almost the fourth that this is happening, and it's likely to take more time. So it's bad news for everyone that have seen Plan D. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why your cash flow is going to gradually reduce because inflation is up and it's predicted that the Bank of England is saying recession. And you know what happens in recession? When there's recession, there's problem. People will lose their job, not be enough in circulation. People will be angry. So many things are going to be happening. So personal finance is key. We need to know what to do, how to improve the situation and the economy. Because if we keep listening, waiting for the government to make things better for us, we need to run our own economy, our own economy that decrease, that does not depend on inflation, that does not out there, but what you want to see happen for you. And that of life to have option. And if people don't have that, is a problem for them. They run out of cash and they will.
Okay. You know, something interesting is happening. We've got people watching us live, and we're getting some messages coming in straight away that the audio is breaking. So, Adebayo, Adeyosoye, I see your message. The audio is breaking. We're going to try and fix that audio. We're going to try and fix it. We're going to try and fix it and see what we can do about it. Um, okay, so let's have another round. Hopefully, it'll be clearer this time around. So, um, for just a great person out there, just a great person out there that is on a fixed income. You know, they're on anything between 30 to 100K. right? They're working hard, putting in those hours. You've got you and they have a life. I think the interesting thing is that people have lifestyles. You've got lifestyles, and it's actually sad actually because for a lot of people, the more money you earn, the more they spend, which isn't really a good thing. But that's what people do. So we're not here today to talk about why you shouldn't do that. We're here to talk about the problem and about what we can do to help, especially with this nasty inflation. Because you see, this inflation is not going to just jump into your bank account and take your money tomorrow. It's a gradual thing. So the key here is understanding how it comes in, and I think that we're going to give you some options that you can go away and deliver that would keep you ahead of this inflation. Mayo, from your experience, what do you think people need to be thinking about or doing to stay ahead of this inflation? Because it's got all sorts of nasty names: the inflation, recession. We've heard about all the fear. It's all on the news. We don't want to repeat the fear. We just want to identify the problem and talk about what we can do to help our people stay far away from being victims of inflation and having defaults on their credit files and having, county court judgments and the whole nightmare. And then really having families angry at each other because they can't actually cover their costs and holidays cancelled and all these, and it leads to so much tension. But what can we do? What sort of tips can we throw out there to help our people? What do you think?
Yeah, rocket science. You see, the truth of the recessions in bad times when those who are strong or those who are, in fact, most great starts during either recession, bad time. Yeah, Airbnb, you want to talk about Uber, you want to talk about during a meltdown like this, that is when you see venting new stuff. And my advice for people that's going to watch us later is that they need to be, you know, you want to run your own and you do. How best can you make more money? You need to be, or if you have cash somewhere, it needs more return than inflation. If inflation is 11% investment, should either be giving you 15, 20, 30. Because if you leave your money in the bank percent or 0.1%, you are losing money to go to somewhere that it can you. So your job there is to look at what can I start doing that can increase my net worth rather than decreasing it. Your net worth will be eroding gradually, and it's important for you to look for something. And more importantly, in the technology or in the space we have from home, you can do a lot from the comfort of thinking people have to be thinking of. During a lot of people get paid working from home. So can I also do working from home that is also harder than taking money away from me? That would be my solution.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what? The only thing that is so painful is that for some strange reason, it keeps on breaking. After this session, we're really going to just dig in and find out what's causing this. But more importantly, guys out there, this is the important thing. We are here to do one thing, and that is help. What are we helping with? We know what's going to happen. You see, in every community, when things like inflation start to bite, they always affect the people at the bottom first, right? And then it gradually goes up. But the people that have multiple streams of income are rarely, they're rarely affected by this. And what needs to happen to you, that's you guys watching us now, is you need to be saying, what other streams of income can I get onto quickly so that I can stay ahead of inflation? That's it. You can get that information by going to anyone that is able to truly and genuinely help you generate another stream of income. Okay, so it doesn't have to be us, but we are here, we're showing up, we're talking about it because we know a lot of people are going to they're going to go into prayer, right? And prayer is phenomenal, but it doesn't answer this. This is a natural thing, right? And for some people, you think you want to work harder, but working harder on the same thing, suppose the job is terminated, right? So the mindset that we're really speaking about here is how can you get an independent source of income as well? How can you get an independent one? So it doesn't, you're not tied to this job. The job is great, fantastic job, great. I'm glad you got a job, but you cannot tie your family's financial destiny to a job that can be cut. What you want to be doing is thinking of other ways of getting money here and there and there. And that is the problem that people are facing when you're not able to detach yourself from one source of income. And in times like this, where you're hearing inflation, recession, stagflation, this is what's going to go wrong. Because whether you like it or not, there are going to be job cuts. There has to be job cuts. Somebody's job has to go. And I don't want that somebody to be you. But if it is you, what we are saying will help you make sure that you don't just lose a job and it affects your family, but that if it is you losing that job, there's another way to still maintain your dignity and pay your bills and keep your family safe. That's what this is really about. It's about staying above. Most people that are reading the news to you, they are above this. Most of the politicians are above this, but most of you are not, right? So I need you to recognize that this is an opportunity to help you have another stream of income. So you heard Mayo, he spoke about quite a few, and I'm just going to drop another option that we're both going to speak about, and then we're going to wrap up this session because it's a very short session, and also we're going to check out the audio. So we want to talk about how you can tap into the largest market in the world, the largest one, and that's the capital markets, and how you can actually start to learn to earn money from there from your home, from as little as $100 in a week up to $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, or as far as you can go. So it's possible, but some of you can start from the very beginning of this stuff. So Maya, what would you say to people that have just thrown out the idea about getting involved in the capital markets? What are your words towards them? What is this a solution? Because we know the problem. The problem is the inflation, and it's going to cut people's finances. It's going to hurt people. People have less money. Some people are going to lose their job. That's the problem. But now we're looking at the solution. And one thing you've mentioned a few, and I've mentioned another one here. What are your views on the solution around getting involved in the capital markets?
We've been together in the capital market now for me, it's a no-brainer. Capital market is enough for everybody, but it's an opportunity for us looking for a way to make money from the comfort of the cost of entry is almost buy property today. You need about almost £1,000 if you want to do a buy to that. You want to sell in the capital market as little as 1,000, 2,000. Start the game. But what is more important? Because it's a game. If you master the game, the market is an opportunity for people to learn. And what is the just trading? You are trading instruments, your indices, commodity, and what's the stocks and shares, indices, commodity, and crypto. Those five things. We don't want yours. So many other stuff, but those 5 stuff, $17 trillion market, biggest market to
Wow.
entry. Anyone can enter this game, and you are making $50, $100, $1,000 because that's what is possible. You know, as you enjoy on a daily basis, and this is something that you own control. It's not somebody tell you have to work 8 to 9, 6 every day. You choose your hour that you are your own boss from the comfort of your home. Just as I'm speaking to the table, my bookshelf is at my back. This is where little piece every day. If I want to trade the market, anyone to just want to learn, I'm sure a lot of people might, oh, anything that you don't know is risky. Everything I have a clue about is risky. You know, the other got a property and has been sitting on that property for years, £300,000, and to rebuy a second one is just fear. Oh, what if? And I said, but you've got one, and tenant has been. So people live in fear because they don't know them. You can't benefit. It's very interesting market to come in, and that's one of the easy solutions that we see that with this interest rate, with recession, with downtime, because it's easy for you to be your own boss. You don't be your own boss and start making money on a week, even if it is £500, £1,000. That will add to your bottom line. That can do a lot for you. Price of petrol has gone up. Price of food stuff has gone up. That could be the one to plug that gap for you. For me, it's a no-brainer.
I like it. And it's so true. So you know what we're going to do? We're still getting some issues with the audio, so we're going to wrap this up quickly. But for people out there, you might have heard this and you might be saying to yourself, well, how can you actually take advantage of this? How can you get more information about what we're referring to? So I'm going to just drop a link in the chat right now, and all you need to do is share your details with us. Let's put it in there and we'll show you how you can do. So I'm going to put there how to develop another stream of income. And if you heard Mile clearly, or if you didn't, for a 30-day program, we charge about 597. But because of this whole inflation, what we're saying is part of what we're doing to help people is that first 597, we're going to cover your costs. So we'll put our hands in our pocket and pay for you. And all you need to do is be dead serious that you want to take action, right? And click on the link that I've put in the chat now. So it's going to show up there. Just click on that link there. It's going to ask you some questions. Fill in your information. We will get it and we will respond to you. That's all you need to do. Click on the link, put it in there. Month one, £597. We're going to cover the cost for you. We'll show you from the comfort of your home, wherever you are, how you can access the capital markets. If you're in India, you're in Africa, you're in the UK, you're anywhere you are in the world, just as long as you're on the internet, just click on the link, right? And when we get your details and we know who you are and we're sure about you, if we're not sure, we're not covering your 597, but if we're sure of who you are, we'll cover that fee for you. And that is our helping you overcome and staying ahead of the inflation curve. Okay, so guys, it's simple, it's quick. My wife is super busy, so am I. So we're going to end this stream now. We really want to thank you guys for watching. Please share with friends that might need this. We're going to start this really soon. So take action. The key to success is always in action taking, not in thinking about it. It's in doing about it. Okay. So from me, it's a bye bye. And Maiwa.
Yeah, guys, thank you for showing up. But there's all, don't bury your head. raise your head, look for solutions to make sure you and your family have multiple streams of income. To B, option C, option D. In a situation like this, cash flow, you need to be thinking like a farmer. A farmer doesn't multiple seeds. They have okra, they have corn, they have just think like a farmer.
Tomatoes,
Every time you
pepper,
are thinking
everything, rice.
everything. They plant everything. You don't know which one will germinate for you. And that's it. Thank you for showing up. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Click on the link. Remember, click on the link, share the link, register. If you're serious, we're going to cover your first month, guys. Thank you so much.